I've always believed that hard work goes a long way to achieving your goals, but I've also believed that you need a little bit of luck, maybe just being in the right place at the right time to achieve that in the end.
I remember when Devinder arrived at Harcourts in the city office as the city office manager. The company was owned then by Harcourts and there was a general manager in place. It wasn't franchised.
I had only joined Harcourts about 18 months beforehand into a branch manager position. Within that 18 months, Harcourts were now talking about franchising. We grabbed that opportunity at that time, along with Kevin Devitt, and so here we are 30 years later.
The friendliness of the people that have come and gone from the company has been amazing. There have been ups and downs, but more positives, and everybody has pulled together to make everything happen.
It's been a great journey for the last 30 years. And it's a journey that I'm just so pleased I've made. It goes back for me further than 30 years really, because Devinder and I have been mates since 1979 when we met. So Devinder, myself, Angie and Patsy, we forged a very good friendship back in the early days when we all had restaurants together.
It's not many partnerships that can actually last that long, but we were friends before real estate. We were both in the restaurant industry, and that helped us in our business because we had a huge client base that we didn't even know existed.
When I arrived here in 1991, there was Devinder and a great gentleman called Kevin Devitt were running the business as partners, and Kevin moved on a few years later and started a very successful Harcourts franchise in Tauranga, and then through the Caddy Cat and Waihi. Patsy was still running restaurants, and I was going up and down the highway to Auckland and all around the place selling hotels, motels and tourism businesses, and it was just such a nice thing to come back to Hamilton and have the opportunity to join Devinder and KD in those days, and as a selling manager, and get stuck in and do a lot of sales from there.
Brian and I have had an excellent partnership. Like any form of marriage, there will be the odd disagreement here and there, but by and large we've had a lot of respect for one another, and we continue to do so to this day. He very quickly showed his talent and became a top performer. I think it was around the years of 94, 5 and 6 where he was #1 salesperson in New Zealand.
I really do attribute a lot of my success in this business through the support I've had in the background from Patsy. Patsy herself ran a very successful sales business within Harcourts here in Hamilton in the 90s. It's so good now to see new partners and the new businesses. We started off with one business in the Monarch Group. Now we have 4 different businesses. We've got a lot of good partners, new partners running the different divisions, and of course with Trent and Campbell coming into the bigger business here.
Harcourts in Hamilton is a formidable brand. We've built a fantastic reputation throughout the city and beyond, to be frank, with the success of our auction room, the success of the foundation and the amount that we give back to the community, and that's owed in large part to the leadership, but certainly to the team around it that get out there every day and go about their work.
The charity auctions that we've been doing for many, many years. I've been calling charity auctions for 30 years. Now Campbell and Trent and many others are all behind it and doing it as well, because it does get noticed. It's a good thing to do, and also we are giving back into the community.
And another thing I really enjoy and we all take quite seriously, and certainly over lockdown earlier last year, the fact that we have some 150, 200 families that depend on Monarch Group being a success is something that's not lost on us, and it's something that we always think about in terms of how we run the business and how we position ourselves in the community.
The huge amount of support that we've had from Monarch. They don't treat you just as a business but more like a family, and I wouldn't be anywhere else.
I really like the team culture in Harcourts Hamilton and the systems. It's a very friendly team.
The people are really helpful, they're friendly. If you need advice or something, you can go to anyone in the office.
The door's always open. I think it's good when you've got questions and you've got anything tough going on, that you know you can knock on the door and we've got time to speak to you and help you out.
Well, I love the amazing support from the branch managers and the OAs. We all have such a great team here.
We celebrate each other's successes and if you ever have a problem, that you can just go to any of the directors and knock on the door and they're always there just for a chat.
And really they supported me all the way through what has now been coming up 8 years.
Monarch is actually like working for a family, which we are all a part of the family.
Everyone works as a team, which is a little bit unusual in a lot of the different franchises around the place, but great team ethic.
I think we've got a great group of directors that lead the company well, and I really enjoy the Harcourts way and the support that we get through H1.
Everyone's willing to help. You know, we've got difficulties around some of the scenarios that can come up. No one's shy about being prepared to help us.
One of the key things is that we have a professional brand in terms of our presentation. I think we look smart on the road, in the office, and we're certainly there as a brand and team support throughout. And I think if you were in Auckland or whether you're in Invercargill or Christchurch, you'd know the brand, and ideally through the tie.
All the people, as a family, we all work together and have fun, going out and all work together, parties. That's the main thing.
A few years ago, and it was 9th October, and that was my birthday, and everybody got a cake on the table. I thought, oh gee, that was somebody celebrating my birthday. And suddenly they say, happy birthday, and Brian King turns up. I said, hi Brian, you're ringing my birthday. And from then, and every year, he just sent me a text, said, hi, my happy birthday, brother, from different father and mother. And we had a laugh, and a few years later, I think, I'll forgive you this time.
The changes have been massive in the last 30 years. If you just look at the tools that the salespeople have out in the field.
But I remember when we had radio telephones in our car. Sorry, I've just got a message I've got to take.
It was like the Wild West, we're out there selling, and there's no computers in those days. We're out there with bits of paper with our listings on it, and we had RTs in our cars, and we'd be singing over the RTs. And
you actually had 5 or 6 different companies, not competing real estate companies, but other industries that were on the same channel, so it was continually blaring away in the background when you had customers in the car.
I started in 1998. Some of the biggest changes would be dumb phones versus smartphones, blueprint marketing or newspaper marketing, no internet, and probably a lot of us had a lot more hair back then.
Tuesday afternoon meetings. This is the wine collection is actually for clients, believe it or not.
We did actually wind up winning quite a lot of awards through the mid-90s, and even up to today we do continue to win several awards most years throughout the group. So that's quite a major achievement. I guess the other thing for me personally was being inducted into the Harcourts Hall of Fame, and that was back in 2007. It was a real honour to have achieved that. Seeing so many salespeople that have joined our company, coming from all walks of life, and who have just absolutely excelled.
The business has moved, the industry has moved a huge amount over recent times, and we feel like we're at the front of that, that we're leading a lot of those changes, that we've been very innovative with our business, and we look forward to moving it into the next 30 years and to remaining at the forefront of the Hamilton real estate industry.
Seeing new people coming through and achieving success in this business is personally really satisfying to me, and equally seeing our top achievers who year after year just continue to smash their personal best. I'm really proud to watch that. I can't take any of the credit for that, obviously it's their work, but knowing that we have played some small part in that to help them along the way in their journey to success and those awards and that recognition, I get a lot of enjoyment out of that.
Well, it's been pretty much a hell of a ride, to be fair. We've dragged Brian and Devinda out of the stone age to the space age. That's where they've gone over 30 years, so well done to both of you.
Well, every single one of the memories are great, and having met with Devinda some 26 years ago, and to start a commercial section there, it was the best thing that ever happened to me.
30 years is a fantastic achievement. Doesn't often happen in this industry.
The longevity of the staff attests to the loyalty and respect that Monarch Real Estate Limited has achieved over the years. May there be many more successful years for Monarch Real Estate Limited. Congratulations once again.
Congratulations on the making it for 30 years.
Congratulations.
Happy birthday.
A big congratulations.
It takes true legends to be able to start a company from scratch and build it up to what it is today.
Congratulations to Devinder and Angie, Brian and Patsy on 30 years in business. It's a tremendous achievement. You truly all live the Harcourts values, and it's really evident in your team and in your staff and within the community and all the relationships that you've built with everyone.
Happy anniversary, Monarch. I'd like to think the next 30 years will be the same as the past 30 years with a new guard at the forefront.
What a 30 years it's been. Sorry we can't be here tonight. As you can see, we're in Italy having a great time. Hope you guys have a great time tonight as well.
Yeah, just had a big thought on it. 3 recessions during this time. We think Brian's probably put his tie on 9,000 times or more as part of that process.
Thank you from our patients, their families and the staff at Hospice Waikato for support over the years. From grants to auctioning and spotting at our events, our success is due to you. We look forward to the continuing relationship with Harcourts Hamilton, and thank you again and enjoy the evening.
Yes, to Brian and Devinder, you guys worked long years and worked very hard for Monarch, and that's what you set up, and very enjoy working here. And also to the new directors, Kimble and Trent, long years to go, and we hopefully will work together and make Monarch #1 international.
I've had various business relationships over the years, but none that I value more than my one with Brian and Devinder. Congratulations guys on 30 years. It's a testament to the kind, honest people that you are.
From the team at Harcourts, Cooper & Co, congratulations. And when you think of Monarch Real Estate, it's like float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. And can I say to you, hey, Hamilton, what a great place to live. All the best for the next 30 years. Cheers.
Congratulations on the 30th anniversary and keep the journey exciting.
It's just a fantastic lifestyle. Thank you, Monarch.
We've done an amazing job and I'm incredibly proud to be a part of the team.
Congratulations, Monarch, on the 30 years.
Sorry, our Mortgage Express team can't be there tonight. We're in a conference in Auckland, but yeah, congratulations to you all. Did a quick tally and we've written $200 million of mortgages for Monarch over the last 10 odd years since I've been there, so well done. Lots of deals across the line. Congratulations.
Right through my career, Monarch have been one of the most respected brands out there in the Waikato, not just within the Waikato, but of course across the Harcourts group. So congratulations to Devinder, Brian, Trent and Campbell and the rest of the team.
You know, that's why we've stayed with Monarch and stayed with Harcourts, is just really like you guys and trust you, which is what real estate's about.
You've done well. I'm up behind you. 28 years, I think. I remember when Brian took me and Linda, and we had Michael and one in the oven when I was off to England for 12 months, and Brian said, if you ever come to the shores of New Zealand again, certainly look us up and get into real estate. Best decision I ever made.
What an achievement. It's all your hard work and dedication that has brought the company up to the level it is at the moment.
A big congratulations to Devinder and Angie, Brian and Patsy on an amazing 30 years, and the fact that you've taken a friendship from a different industry in the late 70s through to 2021 with an amazing business, and those friendships and relationships still well and truly intact, I think is remarkable. So well done.
The friendships that Patsy and I have made out of this business over the last 30 years will never be replaced. They've been very special friendships. We catch up with a lot of people now from the old days when we're all out there selling together, and a lot of them are here with us tonight, and it's so good to catch up with some old friends.
As one of my old bosses used to say, we are only successful when the individuals are successful. And I sincerely say that it's the salespeople and the administrative backup that have been the backbone of this company and made it the success that it is today. And I really, really sincerely want to thank all those people. And it's great that so many of them could be here today.
Congrats to Kingy and the team at Harcourts on 30 years of business. Really impressive. Last 5 years you guys have had a special sponsorship partnership with the Chiefs that we're really grateful for, but long before that, Kingy, you were a big part of helping Chiefs players, staff, including myself, get into the property market, and I know from all of us we really appreciate your help and support. You're a top man. Between you, Harcourts, you give so much time and effort to charity. It's really admirable, and the community's so much better off for having you in it. So once again, on behalf of us here at the Chiefs, big congrats on 30 years of business here in Hamilton. Here's to another 30, eh?